This video speaks of wood lathe parts and accessories. Using varied wood lathe parts and fittings, the tool produces round forms by spinning the wood between its centers, while the operator shapes it with various chisels and gouges pressed against the wood. The components are a pulley guard, an index pin, a headstock spindle, a 12-inch tool rest, a tool rest base, a tool rest clamp, a lathe bed, a tailstock spindle, a tailstock spindle clamp, a tailstock, and a tailstock clamp. Types of chisels and gouges used. There's a spear chisel, which is used where the shape fits the contour of the work. A round nose chisel, which is used for scraping, cuts, and where the shape fits the work. A parting tool, which is used for cutting off work and making straight cuts. A gouge, which is used for roughing work to shape and cove cutting. A skew chisel, which is used for smoothing cylinders and cutting shoulders. Maximum turning diameter depends on the distance from spindle centers to the bed of the lathe. To turn a long object, find the approximate center at each end and mount it on the spur center supplied with the lathe. This center fits into and is turned by the motor-driven headstock spindle at the left end of the lathe. The other end of the work is supported by a cup center, whose point is cracked into the wood by the tailstock feed handle. The center acts as support and bearing and must be oiled before the turning begins. You set the tool rest about 1/4 inch from the work. With the lathe at low speed, rough the wood to round form with a gouge. Start about 2 inches from the tailstock end. Repeat, gradually working to and finally off the headstock end. After roughing to shape, increase the lathe speed to 2800 RPM from 2400 RPM and finish with tools to suit the shape. To shape a shallow form, such as a bowl, screw the wood to a faceplate and mount this in turn to the headstock spindle. Safety considerations are: always use goggles, remove your tie, wear snug-fitting sleeves or roll them up, and stand to one side when turning on the motor. This is the end.